Hey, what's happening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Today, you guessed it, today is blaster day. So today we're going to rip open two blasters. That last rip session I had with the hangers was kind of a mixed bag of stuff. You know, that's kind of what I titled it. I didn't get the auto out of there, but I'm still looking for an auto out of those hangers. I'll take another auto out of these blasters. But yeah, so let's get into this rip. Let me open up these blaster boxes and see what they got to offer. Right? I believe this is box 14 and 15. Yeah, box 14 and 15 because, yeah, I have 25 of these boxes still to open out of that case. So, yeah, that's exciting for me because, like I said, I still have a lot of these blasters open. I guess you can argue I'm taking my time, but why not, right? So let's just say that this is, I'm going to move this over to the center. This is box 15. We'll set those there. Box 14 here. All right, so let's see what we can get out of these Bowman, out of these blasters. Let's see if they can still stay. Would I say lukewarm? I don't know. They're not cold, that's for sure. They're not cold. So let's see if we can get going. See what's in there. So yeah, it looks like something. Okay, here we go. All right, Yamamoto and Jackson Holiday, Riley Green, and then on the electric slugger, JJ. That's a hot card right now. So JJ, I'm gonna set you right here on the end. So I'll put you right there. And then Victor on the Chrome first, and Edward Florentino. So yeah, two good Chrome cards. Wow, I'll set you there. And then on the prospect side, who do we got here? As far as the ones, we have Henry, and then Maestro's Walker. Nice. So yeah, I'll take that Stroh. So there, and those Chrome cards are actually pretty good. The Edward Florentino is actually a good card. He'll be safe right there. He'll be safe. I'll have to remember that he's there so I don't go crazy on that pile. All right. On to pack number 2. Bobby Witt Jr., Jackson Merrill, George Springer. Put those guys there. Top 100, Bo Davidson. Bo, I'll put you here. We'll lay you down right there. And then on the first, Jun Kim. That's another great first card. And Billy Carlson. And then on the back side, it's Edward and it's Jude Warwick. Oh, so you guys go there. Wow, those Chrome cards. Those are nice too. I'm loving those Chrome cards right now too. All right. Let's go on to the next pack. Let's see what these Bowman have to offer. Kyle and Bubba. And then we got Trey. And then under the radar, what is that? Kyle Teal on the end of the radar. Kyle, we'll set you there. And Dylan Ortiz. Ortiz. And then what looks to be our Reptilian, Francisco on the Reptilian. So let's put that up here because that is a hit. And I like the Reptilians. And then on our prospects, who do we have on the first? Nobody. Made. I don't know if it's actually Made. It might be Madre for all I know, but Made. Jesus. So let's get these organized a little bit because there are some nice Chrome cards in there. All right, here we go. Let's keep this rip session going. Yeah, you can't see it, but I got a list up of all the prospects that I'm kind of chasing. And even from your guys' perspective, you should be chasing as well. Corey Seager, Julio Juan Soto, and then Tyreek, Screwball. That goes, Pa goes there. And then Max Clark on the Sterling. I'll put you there, Max. And then Brendan and Colby Shelton on the Chrome first. Put you guys in the Chrome pile. Ellie Willis, Justin Gonzalez, and David. David's the only first card there on that backside. All right, David, we'll put you there. All right, here we go. Color or number would be nice right here. I think so. This would be nice right here. Do I have to wish it or want it? What do I got to do to make it happen? But colored or number, I'll take it. Colored or number. All right. Jacob Wilson, there's a good card. Andrew Vladimir, can never go wrong with that guy. And then on the top 100, what does that say? Top 100, I'll put you right there. I don't see anything. And then Eli Willis. And And then Jesus on the chrome. And then Seaver King, Edward Duran, and Churio on the first. Well, Seaver King's not on the first, but the other two were. All right, last pack. Last pack, box 14 out of that case. We're looking for numbered or colored. Alex, Bryce, Carson. Those guys go there. Leo, Edward. Those go there. And then anything on the prospects, just Kenner Martinez on the prospect. The only first card out of that pile. Wow. Okay, so I did get the Electric Slugger, JJ. I got, Francisco back there on the Reptilian. And then I got some inserts here, but I really need a little bit better of a pull. So let's hope this second box does better. Jordan, Maestros. And then it looks to be an Electric Slugger of Ethan Holiday. Wow, there you go. That's a nice looking card. I like that. And I don't see that it's numbered in. So Ethan Holiday, that'll work. Ethan, I'll put you right in the middle because I like that card. Okay. And then on the chrome first, Owen Carey. Oh, guys, how many times I got to do this to myself? Seriously, I have to learn my lesson. All right, so here we go, and I forget what this is as far as the card's called, but it is a green. And then it's real hard to see it down there at the bottom, but it is to 99, and it's 05. 05 to 99. That is a nice looking card. Wow. You know what? Let me set that here because that's David, and then let me put a sleeve on that. Let me reach over and sleeve him up. This way he can be handled. All right, I'll put him right there. So David on the green. And again, I forget what they're calling these cards, but I'll figure it out and then you'll see me post something on the video. But yeah, that is a gorgeous looking card. I like that card. And then on the prospect side, Ortiz, Hope, and Schnell. And then there's only two first cards in that backside. All right, so we got a colored and a number. Let's see here. Do I have David anywhere on my list? David. No, because that's not it. Yeah, that is the first card. David. Daniel, no. Churio, no. David, no. I don't see a David. Okay, so here we go. Back to Nolan, Harry Ford, and then top 100. Luis Pena, top 100s go right there, so I'll set him there. And then on the chrome first, Anderson. And then Irish on the chromes. And then on the first here, we have two of them, Handelfry, and then Truitt, Madonna. So I'll put that there. Maybe it's Madonia, I don't know. All right. Well, I said color and or. And it gave me one card that did both. So I guess I'll take that. All right, let's see if we can't get a nice, solid tier 1 hit somewhere with this. What's I got left? All right, Christopher Sanchez, Freddie Freeman, Drake Baldwin, and then the under the radar, Daniel Pierce. Daniel Pierce, I'll put you there, buddy. Daniel Pierce. And then Jude Warwick. And then, of course, as we should, our Reptilian, just a standard, Ricardo Cova. On the Reptilian. So Ricardo, I'll put you there. Oh, moving the backdrop a little bit. Okay. All right. And then on the prospect side, looks like we got two first ones. It's Sam Peterson and Daniel Dickinson on the first cards. All right, here we go. This is third to the last pack. So I really need to get something here. Who would be good? Sean Paul is this backside one. This is what I got to learn how to do, right? All right. Corbin Carroll, Cal, Carson, and then Marcy. That'll go there. And then we got Leo on the Sterling. Sterling's I will sit there. David on the chrome first, and then Sebastian on the other chrome. Matthias and Sean Paul on the prospects first. All right. Second to the last pack. The board's a little empty up there. All right, let's see here. Oh, there's a JJ in the back. Maybe that's that'll be something nice. Peyton, Christian Moore, Jacob, and then Tong. That guy goes there, and then Max Clark on the top 100. Max, I'll put you right here. A lot of top 100s. And then Jack Wheeler on the Chrome first. And then Connor Griffin. Whoops, don't do that. Connor Griffin. I'll take Connor cards all day right now. Daniel Hernandez. And then Anderson. And then JJ on the back. There we go. That would have been nice if that would have been a hit on something. Okay, last pack magic. Let's see if we can do something. All right, here we go. Let's think positive. Brady House, Ronald Acuna, Eli De La Cruz, Jackson Churio, and a red rookie of Jacob. There we go. Finally, I got a red rookie. It's been a while. So let's set him right there. Red rookie of Jacob. Very nice. Okay. What else can we get out of this? Let's pray for more. All right, Chase on the first. Ethan Holiday. Very nice. Ethan Holiday. Very nice. Nick, my guy on the Stros, and I did pick up his auto. I had to buy that one. And then Thomas White. All right, well, those go there. Well, there you go. So let's see here. Let me get a little organized, guys. This is just me. All right, so let's do a really quick recap, and I like to recap them all. So let's go ahead and start off with the, well, come on now. That's not going to be good. Let's start off with the top 100s. Bo Davison. Bo, I'll put you there. Max Clark. Luis Pena. And then Ching Hassan Ko. I think I got that right. And then I'm going to go to the under the radars. We have Daniel Pierce. And then Kyle Teal. And then on the Sterlings, Leo. And then Max Clark. And then let's see, where do we go from here? Let's go ahead and just go over here to the right. We'll go to the Electric Slugger, Big Man JJ. That'll work. And then we'll go over here to the Red Rookie, Jacob. And I'm going to go with Misiorowski. And then on the Reptilian, Ricardo Cova on the Reptilian. Followed by Francisco Espinoza on the Reptilian. And then I'm going to go to the green. I'm going to call this a wave. We'll see if I correct myself to David Davalillo on the green, which is nice, to 99. And like I said, that is 05. 05 to 99. That's a nice looking card. It really is. And then last but not least is our big man in purple out of Colorado, Ethan Holiday. There you go. All right. Well, that takes care of this session. As always before, guys, do you. See ya.